What up, Dokkanners? Major news coming out of JP Dokkan, the Jump Festa 2023 Bandai Namco Entertainment Dragon Ball app game stage. This is the place where they announced some pretty big things coming up on JP Dokkan, and we are going to be getting some superhero announcements coming up in this presentation. Whether that is in the form of a live stream or a video premiere, we will have to wait and see. But how do I know that this is going to be superhero? Well, shout out to the Dokkan community for bringing this to my attention and tagging me on Twitter. This is the list of tags that is underneath the video or embedded in the video. You don't normally see this. This is if you have like extra extensions and whatnot. But in these list of tags, there is one in particular that is very interesting. And that is this one right here, Super Movie Version Linked Campaign 4th. This is loosely translating Superheroes 4th Campaign. This is of course referencing the fact that JP has had 3 previous sections of the superhero celebration. And this is of course referencing the superhero movie. This is now going to be the 4th one. JP is going to be getting its 4th installment on the superhero campaign series, which means we're going to be jumping into some major superhero stuff. Now, whether or not this implies Global is going to be following suit remains to be seen. But we always knew from the get-go this is very much a very uncertain situation. We don't know if Global is going to be joining JP for this. Is it going to be a staggered thing like it was for the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, where Global was 1 week after JP? It could still very well be the case, but we're going to have to wait and see what they say ultimately in 4 days. December 16th, 7:30 p.m. PST. I will either be live on the channel reacting to the live stream, or I will be recording a video and breaking down the reaction that we will get from the video premiere. So I cannot wait to see what they have to say. Last year for 2022 Jump Festa, I believe that was when they announced the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Kid Buu Dokkan Festival, I believe. And that was also around the time that the talk and the rumbling about the double Gogeta situation for 7 Year was at hand. I think it was something similar where it was in the tags where people were freaking out about the double Gogeta. I don't recall exactly, but I do know that the Jump Festa does have some major implications on Dokkan scheduling. Now, if this is going to be an 8-year anniversary situation for the superhero, then that pretty much confirms that Global will not be in on it at the same time, because Global's anniversary is in July or June, whereas JP's is in the new year. But if it is going to be a New Year's Dokkan Fest and then an 8-year anniversary for JP, that New Year's initial Dokkan Fest could still have potential to be a simultaneous celebration. And one major component for that comes from the data download that we received on Global. This might be a bit of a reach, but I do want to point this out. In the list of assets that we received in the data download, shout out to Proton, by the way. In the list of assets here, we do have these little icons right here. These are the untranslated category labels for superhero. This does translate to superhero. Now, Global does not have the superhero category, neither does JP. There's only one unit in the entire game that currently has the superhero category, if it were to actually exist, but it doesn't. So it's not actually a part of the game yet. It is just an asset that is floating around, but has yet to be truly used. And there is no translation on the Global side or any international version. So is it going to be happening anytime soon? We don't know. But for me, as a hopeful Global Dokkanner, I am really, really praying that this does ultimately yield some sort of a simultaneous celebration. Even if it's staggered, Global gets it a week later, I'm fine with it. Because the fact that we're going to be collectively having the same unit at the same time, even if it's a week apart, it would be huge. And I think that would be a humongous win for Dokkan. With all of the L's that they've been taking recently with some of the stupid stuff that's been happening, I think that this would be a monumental win for the Dokkan community and the entire game of Dokkan if they make this a joint celebration. I think it would be very important. And I don't think that they're going to be loosening. They're not going to make the units less high quality if it is just a New Year Dokkan Fest instead of an anniversary. Both will still be hype. We have eclipsed the 200% meta. Every unit is good, so they will make this unit also just as OP. And I can't wait to see what that ends up being. Other units that could be showing up on the Dokkan Fest. I mean, look, I could list out every single character in every single iteration. Gohan, Beast Gohan, Power Awakened. You got Spy Piccolo, right? You got Super Saiyan Gohan. You got Beast Gohan. You got Gotenks. Gotenks Fail. Actually, there's no Gotenks True. You just got the Gotenks Fail. You got Goten. You got Trunks. We do have the assets for the Goten and the Trunks already in the game. Krillin, 18. That's 19. 18. You could do Pan. You could do the dude that kidnaps Pan. Like, there's so many different characters that they could go with. Oh, Gamma 1 and 2. Gamma 2 Final Strike. I really feel like that could be its own thing. But then there would probably be another, like a Gamma 1. I don't know. Gamma 1 something something. There's just so many different characters. And then, of course, Cellmax. I'm not going to list all the other characters, but that's it. So the hype is building, folks. We are getting very, very close to something superhero. If you have been trying to summon for the Fusion Zamasu on Global, please stop. Do not summon anymore. If you are so tempted that you must do some summons, I would strongly urge that you at the very least wait until we get something on this December 16th at 7:30, because by then maybe some global video will randomly emerge on Twitter. Maybe Koto herself will give us a random unannounced video over there telling us that global is going to be getting the stuff at the exact same time. Once we get that news break, then if you really want to summon, you can, because you will then be consciously summoning and spending your stones when they could be saved for whatever's going to be coming up on that superhero celebration. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your best, brightest ideas for what could be coming up for JP and potentially global on this superhero situation. Do you think it's going to be joint? Do you think it's going to be staggered? Do you think it's going to be Beast Gohan? Do you think it's going to be a part 4 that could ultimately result in a part 5 later on down the road? Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to speculate responsibly and Dokkan responsibly.